My friends, there are really three big reasons that we all gathered here tonight. The first is, of course, to celebrate the great work of English in Action. We're also here to celebrate some really, really important community leaders who have done so much in our community. And third, but definitely not last, we're here to raise money tonight. So in just a few minutes, maybe half an hour, I'll be back up. We're going to do a really spirited paddle raise and then have a really fun game. And in the game, you can win dinner for 8 at your house. It's going to be a really special prize. So feel free to raise your paddle high, raise it often, and we'll have a great night here tonight. So on that note, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome to the stage English in Action's board chair. Please give a warm round of applause, Julie Commons.
Hi there. Welcome. Tell me how the volume is. Or maybe it's good? Great. And we've got these lovely gentlemen in the back who are going to fix it if it's not good. Hello. How lovely to see you all. We begin this evening with a delightful business of gratitude. We are extremely grateful to tonight's underwriters. We just would not be here this evening with all of you beautiful people in this beautiful place if it weren't for our underwriters, sponsors, and hosts. Our underwriters are Jean Campbell and Patrick Morrissey. Thank you for your enthusiasm. You may hold your applause till I finish reading the list. Melanie and Adam Lewis, Jody Goralnik and Michael Lipkin, Susan Taylor and Robert Pugh, and Jill Sofer. Now let her rip. We also so appreciate our 13 sponsors, our 15 hosts, and our extraordinary staff. English Action is so fortunate with our staff, and our beautiful board and advisors who put their whole hearts into this work. Staff, board, advisors, give a wave. Let us know who you are. Next time we'll bring bells or castanets maybe. Hopefully some of you took the opportunity to stop by our quiz stations. That's something new for us this evening. We thought it would be a fun way to share some information about English in Action and immigrants regionally and nationally. If you did, maybe you learned something new. I learned something new. I was fascinated to learn that 25% of all new businesses in the United States are started by immigrants. Yeah, right? I mean, that's a lot. And certainly the Roaring Fork Valley has been shaped by the contributions of immigrants for generations. Before we dive into tonight's program, I wanted to share that this is a particularly exciting time in English in Action's history. As many of you know, we are deep into the planning and fundraising stage for our new English in Action Center for Communication. Thank you. Wait for it. The vision for the new space is it will be a vibrant center for learning and cross-cultural community building. And many of you have already contributed very generously to this project, and we just truly could not be more grateful. You know who you are. The rest of you, reach out at any time. We'd love to share our enthusiasm and more details about this great new project. However, tonight is not about that. Tonight is about funding our programs for the coming year. And we have a theme of celebrating community leaders. We have some wonderful stories to share, and our first Community Leadership Award, which we're very proud to present, and to help us do that, please welcome former English in Action student, current tutor, and my fellow board member and friend, Estela Lopez Gudinho.
It is my pleasure this evening to give English in Action first ever Community Leadership Award to Francisco Nevarez-Burgueño. Over the last Over the last 23 years, Francisco, also known as Paco, has built Aspen Santa Fe Ballet Folklórico into the award-winning program it is today. He has transformed the lives of hundreds of young people, kindergarteners, through high schoolers. He doesn't just want to be good dancers. He wants to be successful in all ways. Paco has helped young people of many backgrounds develop discipline, self-esteem, and responsibility, while building an authentic connection to Mexican culture and dance. On a personal note, both my children have danced Folklórico for several years. Having this program in our ballet helped me and members of community feel comfortable in our heritage and culture are valued. The dancers and their families really and deeply appreciate Paco. Last month, Paco and 14 young performance dancers went to Cuba for an international fiesta to Caribe, Fiesta del Fuego. Going to Cuba may be a life-defining experience for these adolescent dancers and professional dancers, including my son. Paco has nurtured an appreciation of different cultures and broken barriers through dance. Please help me welcome my friend Paco, Francisco Nevarez-Burgueño.
Thank you very much for this. Really appreciate it. Oh. Yeah, because your daughter was in my program, that's why. Okay, it's an honor for me. Thank you, English in Action, for this honor, for honoring me in this occasion. But I want to say thank you to Aspen Santa Fe Ballet to believe in me, to bring me here, and to work with these kids, and to give all of this to my community here in the Roaring Fork Valley. Has been like almost 4,000, 4,500 kids in my program since I arrived here. Yeah, thank you. I'm getting old, and I'm teaching now students, or my first students, like right there, my former student, Lisbeth, who is a professional right now and works in the Aspen Institute now. And like her, I have so many kids, so many children who are professionals right now, who are Folklórico teachers like in Stanford, Folklórico students in other universities in the country. It's my pleasure to be teaching my culture here in the Roaring Fork Valley. Thank you very much, Aspen Santa Fe Ballet. Thank you. Thank you. As you know, this is a free program. I want to say thank you for the school districts who are open the doors for Aspen Santa Fe Ballet to run this program in the buildings, in our studios in Carbondale and Basalt, Glenwood, Newcastle, Rifle. And thank you for the school districts. Thank you for all the organizations like English in Action who are supporting us, Carbondale of the Arts who are every time working for the Day of the Dead every single year for the last 13 years. Takao, thank you for having us. I see so many faces here, organizations who are supporting these kids, supporting Aspen Santa Fe Ballet, supporting me to do what I love to do, the Folklórico program, teaching my culture of this valley. Thank you. And like Estela says, has been a big run for this program because in the last 21 years I took kids to Costa Rica for a festival over there, for fall festival, to Mexico for another fall festival, to Peru because we have another fall festival there, competition in Las Vegas where this student of mine won the first place. Competing against 35 companies in the United States and Mexico, and we got the first place in 2008. Thank you. And lately, like Estela says, Cuba. Cuba for these kids, for these 14 kids, for these 14 students of mine, to go to Cuba at this time when they suffering, when they don't, no food, no gas, nothing, but they learn what we have here in the United States. They learn what their parents are working hard, and they learn how hard it is for the parents to support and how hard it was for Aspen Santa Fe Ballet to send these kids all the way to this festival for 10 days over there. That was an amazing experience for these kids. Thank you. And to all the parents who are supporting this program, and again, to all the organizations, thank you very much. And I love all this program. Thank you.
Thank you, Paco. Many of our adult students, their kids are in this program. And certainly, Paco, your work enriches us all. Now, those of you who have, I probably don't have to slouch, right? Those of you who have been with us in the past have heard many of our students share their stories, and you will hear some student stories tonight. We thought it would also be meaningful to share a tutor perspective. And Sue Zislis has been a tutor with English in Action since 2018. The experience has given her new insights into her own family's immigrant experience. Please welcome Sue Zislis.
Hi. Let me tell you about my dad. Dad's parents spoke only Yiddish to each other and to their children. They listened to the rest of us speaking English. They smiled and nodded, but I'm really not sure that they understood much English at all. They came here from Odessa about 100 years ago, and once they got here, they preferred keeping to themselves and felt safe doing business only with folks that they easily understood. Grandmom barely seemed other than anxious anywhere except in her own little kitchen. They never spoke about the old country, and even as a kid, it was very clear to me that the circumstances of their immigration must have been quite horrific. My dad quit high school early to help them operate a small grocery store in the neighborhood. But by the time I was born, he was a mailman, and he was a taxi driver, and on his days off, he would take the bus to go cross town and help his parents, his aging parents, with decision-making in a culture that never seemed like a good fit for them. I was absolutely clueless about the extent of the sacrifices my dad and his parents made. Mom's parents were from Kyiv. Back there, my pop-up learned a few languages and became a translator for folks with clout in their extended community. But the mom and the pop-up that I knew never spoke about the circumstances of their immigration either. That was verboten, no. And I only recently found out that although managing an escape to the United States was dangerous, costly, and unpredictable, they only fled from the Ukraine when it was perfectly clear that their lives were in danger if they stayed. So, once settled in Philadelphia, Mom worked as a seamstress, and she baked the most amazing strudels to sell. Pop-Up started a small roofing business. He was a confident guy who made friends easily and learned to speak perfect English. I can still see the two of them sitting at the kitchen table, writing down new phrases that they heard and reading them back to each other over and over again. Pop-Up went on to create a mutual aid society in Philadelphia. This was an organization whose mission it was to help other immigrants from the Ukraine to learn English and make connections in the American community. My mom, who was their oldest child, turned down a graphic arts scholarship to get a job as a typist to help put her two younger brothers through college. I absolutely had no earthly idea of the extent of the sacrifices my mom and her parents made. So, fast forward many years after my grandparents and my parents died, many years after my brothers and I completed professional school and had very rewarding careers and raised our own families, I happened to be living in a state along the southern border. There, I met immigrant families who had endured unspeakable perils to get to this country and still were living in day-to-day survival mode without any hope for relief. The climate there was not only hot, but remarkably unwelcoming. The situation was unsettling. I had the opportunity to move to Carbondale, where the climate is much cooler and abundantly more welcoming to folks moving here from all sorts of places for all sorts of reasons. And when I say welcoming, I mean that this valley has a prevailing culture of compassion and an attitude that inclusiveness and diversity actually benefit the entire community. Immigrants to the Roaring Fork Valley can find help to become self-reliant in pursuing their dreams, to share their talents and contribute to this fabulous community. So, here, I signed up to tutor for English in Action, an amazing major player in the welcoming committee in this valley. And here, I met Norma. Norma is a hardworking, dear woman who is devoted to her family, and my task became helping her to use the English she already knew and to learn more English to advocate for herself and for her family. And no matter how many jobs she had that day, no matter how worn out she was, she made the effort and the time to meet with me. And week after week, I developed a deep respect for the sacrifices she was choosing to make for her family. And over these few years, I especially enjoyed the times that Norma shares with me the accomplishments of her children, because in my humble opinion, these kids are well on their way to becoming real assets to whatever community they choose. Yeah. And as I got to know Norma a little bit better, I found myself thinking about my parents and my grandparents as I walked home from each session. And as I said, I was absolutely clueless young thing back in the day. I saw how hard my parents and grandparents worked. I overheard whispered bits of conversations about brutality in the old country, about the negative consequences of miscommunication once they got here, and about the dilemma of trying to balance becoming an American and continuing to carry on the culture of their origins. I heard all this, and I saw all this, but still, the pieces did not come together for the big picture for me. It was Norma. Meeting Norma was the encouragement that pushed me to reflect on the courage and foresight of the refugees in my own family, and to take a look at the full scope of the sacrifices they made for me those years ago. Because of Norma, I did some research into the journey of my family, And slowly, the pieces are coming together with increasing clarity. And that, compared with my recent experience closer to the south of the border, I feel like I have a better perspective of the barriers that complicate the journey for modern immigrants. And those barriers may be more extreme, or less extreme, or simply different than those encountered by my family. But the truth is, they continue to be real and gut-wrenching for some. And so, tonight, as I am inspired by Norma's courage and by her ever-growing confidence and skill in communicating in English, I'm making a donation to English in Action in honor of my pop-up who knew that clear communication was the key to resilience and who started that mutual aid society for fellow immigrants those years ago. And how phenomenal it would be if he could see the stunning long-term consequences of the sacrifices he made for the future of his family and for the families he reached out to help. But since that can't happen, my supporting English in Action here and now feels like the next best thing. Thank you.
Bravo indeed. Thank you, Sue, so much. Norma, where are you? Hi, Norma. Yay. And now we have a short video that features some of our students who have emerged as community leaders.
Over the last 30 years, English in Action has impacted the lives of thousands of adult learners and volunteer tutors through our one-on-one and group tutoring programs, and more recently, through our digital literacy classes. I see a huge amount of potential in the immigrant community. People come to this country with many skills and huge dreams, but are often limited by their English. When they receive the support of a volunteer tutor, they are able to thrive and contribute in ways that have a ripple effect through the entire community.
I'm original from Colombia. I was a nurse in Colombia, but when I came to this country, I didn't know English, so I was not able to work here as a nurse. I need to start all over. I arrived in Aspen. It was a beautiful day, snowing. I had never seen snow before. I was fascinated seeing the snow. And I started working at the Hotel Giron in housekeeping. I was working a lot, so I didn't have much time to go to classes. I have 3 children. I'm married to Armando. We met here. We just had our 25th anniversary last year. My youngest son is Sunday. He's a runner. He was a champion of Colorado for 3 consecutive years. He goes to school in Denver, Metro University. I feel blessed with my family. I decided to apply to English in Action because I wanted to improve my English, my writing and my reading.
She's very interested in learning and keeping herself active and busy. And she wanted to get her GED in order to perhaps do other things in the future for herself and her family.
The classes were online. To do it online, I needed to, learn some new skills. English in Action was there, and they gave me a computer. And I also took some computer classes with English in Action that really helped me to be able to continue improving, my education. I was able to get my GED certificate.
And it put her in a position to follow through with more education. She wanted to look into nursing school. She wants to continue to learn, and so we're doing medical terminology.
I think I want to go to chapter 3.
What page?
That was really challenging. But thank God I have Marilyn, that she has some knowledge because she's a retired doctor, and she really helped me.
She loves to learn. She sticks with a goal when she sets it. She sticks with it. And I don't know, I can't say enough about that quality because it will continue to serve her well.
I feel proud of myself. It's a good feeling from where I came from and where I am now. I will love to continue taking my nursing classes because it's very important to help others. Well, I would love to be a contribution to keep, the community healthy so I can improve their life.
I was recently asked by a donor if English in Action is moving the needle on language development in the Roaring Fork Valley. For me, the most tangible evidence of our impact is the ways that our learners are becoming leaders and building relationships in our community.
My name is Rosa Contreras. I'm from Guatemala, and I came here 2007. And I came here because my husband came before, and I came with my 3 daughters. I work hard to get my salon, my own business in Guatemala. When I came here, United States, I left my town, my life in there. I was asking how I get my own business, and they said you had to start to the very beginning. And I said, I have my license in Guatemala, why had to study again? But I had to do. They say you had to go to English in Action, and they give you your own tutor. When I met with Angie, she said, I want to help you to take your license.
Hi, Angie, how are you?
I'm great. A huge first step in that is becoming comfortable with speaking English. In any field that has its own terminology, there's a lot. Many people who are coming into the country had professional positions, owned businesses, and have been willing to give that up to come to our country. We need the opportunity. English in Action is all about that next level. Then you can start moving up. Then you can contribute more.
We practice a lot, and I prepare with Angie, and I took another exam, and I passed. My license was important to me, and I give the example to my daughter. You have to work very hard to follow your dreams.
Once Rosa had her cosmetology license, she was really thinking, maybe I can, in fact, own my own salon again.
The owner, he said, I'm serious. And we signed the paper to get the barber shop. When I took this barber shop, I thought maybe the Latino people get at the barber shop, but 1 to the 10 people, 1 was Latino. And the another 9 was American people. And I say, oh my God, I had to talk in English. Guatemala. when I use the Guatemala flag. My customers, they are a very, very good customer. I want to say like me because they like to talk in Spanish. They learn Spanish.
Oh, Lord, I don't know. No bueno, no good.
Abuelito.
Abuelo.
Abuelo, huh?
I'm abuelo. I'm a grandpa. Did I say it right?
Abuelo.
Abuelo.
Now I have many clients, and they say that when I went to Costa Rica, I know that word because they say that Rosa told me, and I'm so happy with that. I find my home in English.
It looks great. Like, I'm very happy. Yes, I'm pleased.
I love that Rosa is in a setting where she can help the two cultures learn about each other. She understands the ripple effect and she wants to be part of that and she wants to spread those ripples herself.
I have 3 daughters, Hillary, Jasmine, and Rocio. I feel very happy or grateful because my 3 daughters got a good education at the college. I remember that lady when she came here, she was confused. She was asking, what am I doing here? Now it's my country. I find my dreams. I had to study at the very beginning, and that was hard. But you can do it. You can do it, but you have to find people like Angie and English in Action.
Helping Anita is a big reward for me. Being involved with English in Action teaches both the tutors and the learners how our lives are so interwoven that whatever benefits one community benefits the other. We're all in this together.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lara Beaulieu. I'm the Executive Director of English in Action. And I would just like to acknowledge a few people who are in the room tonight. We have Marilyn Hill-Harper here with Anita Nadal. And we also have Rosa Contreras, and her family is here as well. Thank you so much for being part of this. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize our founder, Julie Fox-Rubin, and her husband, John Fox-Rubin, and their child, Oliver. They are here in spirit with us tonight. So it is my honor to introduce our final speaker of the evening, Adriana Cabrera Torres. Adriana joined us as a student more than 20 years ago. And just this year, she returned to us as a volunteer tutor, teaching a weekly class of beginners. She has worked really hard for many years to pursue her education and her career while also raising a wonderful family. When I met Adriana 15 years ago, she was already a leader. She helped launch our open hours conversation practice classes that take place weekly. That program is still running today. I hope that we have helped Adriana along in her journey, but I can honestly say that she has helped us more than we ever helped her. Welcome, Adriana.
I need my eyes. I am from a small town named Magdalena by Guadalajara, Mexico. I'm the daughter of my father, Susano Cabrera, and Margarita Topetti, my mom. When I came to the United States, I already had my degree in accounting. But also I was pursuing a dream to go to college and become a teacher. When my sister invited me to visit her, I went to her college in LA as her visitor. Honestly, it's not easy to be in a country when you don't speak the language. During this time, I met a cute boy. My sister presented to me. And I have a funny story to share with you about him. After some basic conversations, someday he asked me, Adri, are you married? And I heard that he says, if I'm married, like I'm Catholic, and in Mexico you say, I'm Virgin Mary. So I said, yes, I am very, very Virgin Mary. He looked at me and ran away. He says, I'm sorry, I don't want to cause any troubles. So I went to talk to my sister and I said, what did I say? And she says, you told him that you are casada, that you had a husband, kids. And I said, oops, too late. He left. Later on, I met my husband, Nuko, and we had 5 kids. And we still married until today, and tomorrow and ever. When my kids were little, they were my motivation to learn English. I set a goal. And I'm also telling my students the same thing, to learn 2 words every single day. How to write, how to pronounce, and what is in Spanish. And I did it. Every single day I was doing that. Then, one day I saw an announcement at the Basal Library that there was a nonprofit organization named English in Action. And I said, oh, I need to go there. And Julie Fox, our founder, she opened the door for me and found my first tutor. I have many tutors. Susan is one of them, who remains a treasure for my family. Everybody knows her, and also my husband works for her. I have another tutor named, you know him because he was here in Aspen or Nomas, the chief, the Basal Police, Stu. When I was in college, he was helping me to go through my classes. Then I got another teacher, a formal middle school teacher, Ellen Ryder. She not only taught me English, she taught me about your culture, your manners. For example, I learned in Mexico, in my country, if you want to visit somebody, you don't need to call. I learned in here, every time you need to go and visit somebody, you should call first. Or another thing, when you give something to somebody, in Mexico we say, oh, thank you so much. A hug, and that's it. Here, you need to write a thank you note and say, thank you, I appreciate that. So I really learned good things with her. I went to college, to the Colorado Mountain College, and last summer, I graduated and I get my associate's degree in early childhood education and a Spanish teacher. Thank you. And during my graduation, they said, we're going to announce the student of the year. Honestly, when I heard that, I say all the youth, because they were graduating after high school, like a young people, not like me. And I said, I feel they want to feel so proud about them, their parents. And when they say, and the award student is Adriana Cabrera Torres, I was speechless. It was me. I couldn't believe it that I would get that award. And I was in shock, and they said, it's you. So I have to go to the podium and said, oh my goodness, I cried and cried through one night and more.
because I couldn't believe it that I would get that award that is hanging over there in my house. So yes, I can do it. Sí se puede. I had worked at the Aspen School District as a pre-K teacher for like almost 8 years, and then I moved to St. Stephen's Catholic School in Glengar to become the new preschool director. But this year, I'm getting back to my roots. I'm gonna be at the Vassal High School as an ALD assistant teacher. Helping all these new immigrants, because they are waiting and hoping that they're gonna have a hand like they did it with me. That was English in Action and my tutors. I still involved in my town. I've been helping with the town of Basal. I've been involved with the Basal Police Department. And I'm so proud to say, when I was belonging to the committee to choose the new chief, and I was one of the tutors that I chose the new chief. So it was the only Latina, and it was me. So I know that we can do it. We can do it. Also, I've been working with the schools, volunteering, helping, making sure the parents and the students they are on the task. And I've been helping in my church. I've been teaching religious education for the last 20 years. My passion to help others doesn't have any limits. And I want to give back what English in Action gave it to me and all of you guys. So helping these students with your support, it will help us to provide more materials, more staff, more resources, more eager people to say, I can mentor, I can help others to realize their dream. I know that you can do it. We are waiting on your support. And someday, you will hear another story, same as mine, with your support. Thank you.
Friends of English in Action, give it up for Adriana. The student becomes the teacher. I love it. So my friends, this is why we're here tonight. I want everybody to just take a moment and think about the words that Adriana spoke, as well as the words that you heard in our video from Anita and Rosa. As I was thinking about those and processing them, a couple things seem very, very common in all their stories, which is they all, are here and they're smart, they're engaged, they're interesting, they're curious, and all they want is for a better life for themselves and for their families. And the one thing standing between them and their dreams is their proficiency in the English language, and that is what you are supporting here tonight. So here's how this is going to work. I've been asked to start by asking for generous donations in the amount of $15,000 down to $10,000, $5,000, $2,500, $1,000, $500, $250, and all the way to $100 with the goal that one of those amounts, one of those investments in our English learners, just like Anita, just like Rosa, and just like Adriana, is going to work for every person or every couple in this room. So what we're doing now is we're passing out our pledge cards. You want to make sure you got the pledge card that has your name on it. That's kind of important. So, or you can grab your neighbors. No, I'm kidding. You want to be sure and grab the one with your name on it. And I want everybody to think about what level of contribution is meaningful to you. And our goal tonight is 100% participation. So like I said, I've been asked to start by asking for $15,000 donations, but I don't know. I think with the energy in the room tonight, I think how everybody's feeling, and I think after watching that wonderful video and hearing our amazing speakers, I just want to see if there's anybody here tonight for whom $15,000 might be too low, and perhaps $25,000 might be a more suitable level. So if you can make a generous $25,000 donation, please raise your paddle. Do we have, and we didn't precede this, but do we have any $25,000 donors here in the room tonight? Anybody at the $25,000 level? Anybody for whom $25,000 is a comfortable level? $25,000? Fantastic. How about $15,000? Do we have any $15,000 donors here tonight? Please raise your paddle proudly. Look at that number, 265 for $15,000. Give them a round of applause. Thank you. And Lisa, my understanding is there's an announcement that goes with this one.
Yes, this is from Boogie Wineglass, a very generous donor and supporter of English in Action.
Boogie and Gail, thank you. Does anybody want to match their $15,000 donation? $15,000. Any matches for the 15 number? 117 for $15,000. Thanks, Fred. Appreciate that. Hey, thank you guys very much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Who wants to match Boogie and Fred in here with their $15,000 donation? Do we have any other $15,000 donations here tonight in the room? Is that a $15,000 in the back right there? Is that a $15,000? Anybody else at the $15,000 level? Fair amount of money, I agree, but the amount of good that this is going to do for our English learners is truly immeasurable. If 15,000 is your level, raise your paddle proudly. 15,000, fantastic. All right, let's keep it going. How about 10,000? That's always a popular level. Please raise your paddle proudly if you can come in. Look at the paddles here. $10,000, number 126. Thanks, Craig. Appreciate that. Give them a round of applause, folks. This is why we're here. We're already up to 40,000. Let's make it a nice smooth 50. That is $10,000 from Isa right there. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Fantastic, folks. We're at $50,000. Let's keep it moving. Who else wants to make a $10,000 donation here tonight? Again, we're hoping that one of these amounts, one of these investments in our English learners here tonight is going to work for every person or every couple in the room. If 10,000 is your level, please raise your paddle proudly. 10,000. Is that a 10,000 right there? Waving to a friend's a dangerous thing to do. No, I'm kidding. Anybody else at the $10,000 level? 10,000. Anybody else at $10,000? Fantastic. All right. Now we're moving to a level that I know is going to be comfortable for a lot of folks. Please raise your paddle proudly if you can come in at the $5,000 level. Let's see our $5,000 donors. Here we go. Look at all that. Here we go. I'm going to move through the room. Number 54. Thank you, Gregory. $5,000 right there. Thank you, guys. Okay, the rule is you got to clap really hard for the people at your own table. There you go. Nicely done. Number 62. That's Mark right there. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate your generous $5,000 donation. Number 236 right there for $5,000. That was Julie. Thanks, Julie. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Very good. The front of the room, number 119 at $5,000 right there. Look at how quickly these add up, my friends. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate that. Number 115 from Chris. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Table, you got to clap really loud for your own table. That's the rule here. $5,000 from number 48. That's Chelsea right there. Thank you so much. Appreciate your donation. Thank you so much. Look at that. The other side of the room is alive. 128 right there. Thanks, Lynn, for your $5,000 donation. Appreciate that. Number 16, that's Polly for $5,000. And 17, that's Dan for $5,000 as well. Give a round of applause. Thank you so much. Back of the room, coming alive. Number 167 right there. That is Nona right there. Thanks so much, Nona. Appreciate your $5,000 donation. I knew this was going to be a hot level. Who else at the $5,000 level? Again, our goal tonight is participation. I want everybody to think about what level is meaningful for you, what level is going to make a difference. Back of the room, 96 right there, making a difference at the $5,000 level. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate your donation. Thank you so much. That's Gary right there. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Gary and Lori right there. Thank you. Who else at the 5,000 level? Again, want everybody to think about this. Think about what level is meaningful for you. If 5,000 is the level, now is a great time to raise your paddle. Did we miss anybody at the $5,000 level? By the way, I'm not an accountant, but all your donations are totally tax deductible, so keep that in mind. Anybody else at the $5,000 level? 5,000, 5,000? Fantastic. All right, let's go on to our next level, which is the 2,500 level. If 2,500 is your level, please raise your paddle proudly. Look at the donors. Here we go. Number 112 for 2,500. Thank you. Give a round of applause, folks. This is why we're here. Number 120, 2,500. Thank you. 113 at 2,500. Thank you so much. 183 at 2,500. Generous. Thank you so much. Number 131 for 2,500. Thank you as well. Oops, excuse me. 235 right there, 2,500. Give them a round of applause. You got to clap real loud for your own table. That's the rules here. Other side of the room, coming alive. Number 88 right there for 2,500. Thank you so much. Great seeing you again. Thank you. Who else? Number 74, side of the room, 2,500 there. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Who else at the 25, middle of the room? Number 125 right there for $2,500. Thank you. There we go. That's good applause for your own table. 14 right there for $2,500. Thank you so much. You can see how quickly these add up, my friends. Individually, there's only so much we can do, but when we come together as a community like this, it is truly remarkable what we can accomplish, and that's what we're doing here tonight. Anybody else at the $2,500 level? 2,500? Is that a 25 back there? Anybody else? 2,500, a good amount for you? 2,500? Okay, now, my friends, we have landed on my favorite amount of the night. And by the way, everybody has these pledge cards here in your little booklet there. We're going to be filling these out later. But on the back of the pledge card, if you want to look at this, you can see specifics of where your money is going. I love the $1,000 level because the $1,000 level adopts a student and a tutor pair for a year. So this is a really important level. It's also a very comfortable level for a lot of folks. We always get a lot of thousands and they add up really, really quickly. Please raise your paddle proudly. If 1,000 is your number, look at the paddles. Here we go. I'm going to start on this side of the room and move that way. Let's go. $1,000. Number 3, 4. Thank you so much. Look at all the paddles. This is great. Number 3, 1 for 1,000. Watch how quickly these add up. 4, 6 right there for $1,000. Thank you. 5, 2. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. 5, 1. This table's alive. Thank you so much. 8, 7 for 1,000. Thank you. 7, 1 at 1,000. Look at how quickly these add up. 6, 9 for 1,000. Thank you. 6, 7 for 1,000. Much appreciated. 3, 7 for $1,000. Thank you. 1, 0, 0. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. 1, 4, 9. Thank you as well. This table's hot. Number 1, 4, 3. Thank you. Middle of the room. Number 204 for 1,000. Thank you. 2, 0, 0. Again, your $1,000 donation is supporting a student tutor pair for an entire year. This is really important. Number 60 right there for $1,000. 242 for $1,000. Look at this side of the room, just as hot. Number 131 right there for $1,000. Thank you. Number 10, number 10 right there. Thank you as well. Number 15 right there for 1,000. Thank you so much. 137 front of the house. Thank you so much. Look at this table. Wow. Number 185. Thank you so much at $1,000. 181. Thank you so much. 182. Much appreciated. 180. Thank you as well. 250 at $1,000. Someone's writing these down, right? Just kidding. Number 230 for 1,000 right there. Thank you. 223 at $1,000. Wow. 166 for $1,000. Thank you so much over there. Who else? Who did I miss at the $1,000 level? That was fantastic. That felt like half the room here. That was fantastic. Did I miss anybody? At the $1,000 level. Again, such a great level. They add up so quickly, accessible for a lot of folks, but it adds up really, really quickly. Anybody else at the 1,000 level? Did I miss anybody at 1,000? Anybody else $1,000? Fantastic. All right, let's keep it going. Another one of my favorite levels is the $500 level. So accessible for so many folks, and they add up really, really quickly. Again, individually we can do so much. Together as a community, watch what we can accomplish. Let's see our $500 donors here. Who's in at 500? Fantastic. I'm going to start at this side of the room again. Number 05 for $500 right there. Thank you. 65 at $500. Thank you. Watch how quickly these add up. 36 right there at $500. Thank you. 91, thank you so much. This table coming alive. 85 right there. Thank you so much. 146 for $500. Thanks, my friend. Number 97 at $500. Thank you. This side of the room's hot as well. 64 right there. Thank you so much. 63 front of the room. Thanks, Bill. Appreciate that. Number 239 at $500. Thank you. Here we go. Turn it a little. Number 106 right there. Good thing I have skinny legs. Number 106 right there for $500. Thank you. Back of the room, coming alive. Number 21 right there. Thank you. 21 for $500. 26, thank you so much. 25, much appreciated. 152, thank you so much. Let's keep the applause going, folks. This is why we're here. Number 228 right there at $500. 232, thank you so much. 231 at $500. Thank you for your generosity. Who else at the $500 level? Again, want everybody to think about their level. 202, missed you, front of the room. Thank you so much. Heather's husband, thank you so much. Appreciate that. At the number 109 for $500. Thank you. It's never too late, my friends. Who else at the $500 level? This participation is feeling fantastic, feeling like we're knocking on 100%'s door, which is fantastic. Anybody else at the $500 level? Anybody else want to come in at $500? 500? Fantastic. All right. Our second to last amount tonight here, my friends, is the $250 level. Again, another great level. Adds up really quickly. And maybe you're a guest of somebody here. Maybe you're at some somebody's table. Maybe you didn't purchase your own ticket here. What a lovely way to thank your host by making a $250 donation. 105 right there. Thank you so much. 103, much appreciated. 108, look at all the 250s. Here we go. 129, thank you. This is a great level. 176, thank you. 174, much appreciated. 225, thanks so much. 163, watch how quickly these add up. 158, thank you so much at the 250 level. 161, thank you so much. 193, thank you as well. 191, much appreciated. This table coming alive. 188 at 250, thank you. 189, thanks so much. 217, thanks, Cassidy, appreciate that. Look at right in front of me, number 76, thank you so much. Number 80, much appreciated. 150, thank you, appreciate that, Rachel. Number 142 at 250. These are really, really adding up quickly. 98 right there, thank you so much. Going to the side of the room, whoop. Getting around here. Number 41, thank you, I got you, 98. Number 45, much appreciated. 39 right there at the $250 level. Thank you. Number 39, appreciate that. Thank you so much. Number 41 right there. Thank you as well at the 250 level. 49, thank you so much, Karen. Appreciate that. Number 06 right there at the $250 level. Wow, this participation is going to be legendary. I think we're knocking on 100%'s door. This is spectacular. Anybody else at the $250 level? Did I miss anybody else at $250, $250? Fantastic. Okay. Our last amount here tonight, my friends, is the $100 level. I bet a lot of you have a C note. You've got a Benjamin crumpled up in your pocket. You're going to throw it in the laundry when you get home. Don't do that. Leave it here with us tonight. Let's see our $100 donors here. Look at the paddles. Here we go. Number 177 right there for $100. Thank you. 251, much appreciated. 253, we're going for 100%. 175, thank you so much. Number 178, much appreciated. 179, thank you so much. 226, much appreciated. Number 159, thank you so much. Number 160, thank you so much. Number 157, thank you. Number 194, thank you as well. Number 164 up in the front here. 190, thank you as well. Number 187, much appreciated. Thank you. 81, middle of the room, much appreciated. Number 240, thank you so much. Number 55, is that a paddle there? 55 right there for $100. Thank you so much. Who else at the $100 level? Anybody else at 100? Number 136 right there, side of the room for $100. Oh, wait. I almost forgot. Wait, this is going to be fun. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I got to introduce this. So, we actually have a spectacular prize that I want to introduce, and we're going to play a little game to see who wins it. Odds are pretty good of winning it in this room. And so here's what I'm going to tell you about it. Who here has heard of Epicure Catering? They do such a good job. That's our friends Alan and Julia Domingo. So they here. I told they're here. Right there, Alan and Julia. Thank you guys so much. So no, wait, it gets better. By the way, they do all the catering at the restaurant at Takaw, and they're really legends here in the Roaring Fork Valley. They are going to provide hors d'oeuvres and a 3-course meal at your home for the lucky winner of this game. So if you win this game, they're going to come to your house, work with you to design your menu, and they're going to make you a spectacular 3-course dinner plus hors d'oeuvres that you get to serve to 8 of your friends. So how do you win this? Here's how this works. Let's go to the next slide real quick. This is what we call our last donor game. Now, in a traditional auction, you need to be the high donor to win, right? In this game, you need to be the last donor to make a donation. So here's how this is going to work. Right now, we have our friend right here. I believe it was you. Can you hold your paddle up again? That was right there. We're not donating again. That's good. You already donated $100. She is our last donor right now, number 136. So if nobody else donates, you get dinner for 8 at your house. Pretty good deal, huh? That'd be pretty fun. But if anybody else donates and they turn out to be the last donor tonight, they're stealing your dinner. That's how the game is played. So she's going home with the dinner unless somebody else donates another $100 in 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, I just saw 4-4 right there. So hold on one second. I just saw number 4-4. So right now, hold on one second. So you're committing to making that $100 donation whether you win or not, right? So if no one else donates, we're giving you the dinner. But if someone else donates, you're still making the $100 donation, which we greatly appreciate. Fantastic. So she's going home with the dinner unless somebody else donates another $100 in 5, 4, 3. Okay, I just saw number 80, but then right after that, I saw number 243. Thank you for your 100. But sorry, right after that, I saw 234. But then after that, I saw 166. Remember, the last donor tonight. Oh, sorry, I just saw 152 in the back. The last donor is going home Now I just saw 163. By the way, you can donate as many times as you want, but every time you raise your paddle, unlike an auction, every time you raise your paddle, you're committing to that donation. Got it? Everybody makes sense? So right now, but now 2, 3, 4. So that's your second donation, right? So you're in for a couple hundred, right? Got it? She's going, yeah. Well, you got to, don't steal her paddle or just have her take someone else's. She's going, unless someone, oh, now I just saw 126. Thank you for your $100 donation. He's going, sorry, I just saw 166. Now you're, and as you made several donations, every time you raise your paddle, you're committing that $100, right? So she's in it for a few. She's going to dinner, or she's having dinner at her house, unless somebody else donates another 105. I just saw 243. Right after that, I saw 76. You're going to just thank you for your $100 donation. She's going to dinner. Now I just saw 126 again. Thank you. He's taking dinner at his house unless somebody else donates $100 in 5, 4, 3, 2. I just saw 223, but then I saw 226 right after that. But then right after that, I saw 234 again. But I'm so sorry. Right after that, I saw 144 for $100. Right after that, I saw 188. So now you're my last donor. You're committing to that $100 whether you win or not, right? But if nobody else donates, dinner's at your house. Except my apologies. I just saw number 88 right there for another $100. But then right after you, I saw number 69. So now dinner's at your house unless somebody else donates another $100 in 5. I just saw 114. Thank you. Dinner's at your house unless somebody else donates in 5, 4, 3. Okay, I just saw 87. All right. We might be here all night. So here's what I'm going to do. My friend here, she's going home with the dinner unless somebody else would like to donate $250. This is a $2,000 value. So I'm going to increase the price. Number 126 right there. But then right after that, I saw 114 again. Remember, every time you donate, you're committing to that particular donation, and they all add up at the end of the night. Right now, you're going to dinner unless somebody else donates $250 for this dinner for 8 people, custom designed 167. Thank you for your $250 donation. You're going to dinner unless somebody else donates $250. Just got to be number 126 again. Thank you. He's going to dinner unless somebody else donates another $250 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I just saw 243. But then right after that, I saw 128. Dinner's at your house now unless somebody else donates. I saw a couple back here. Anybody else want to steal it from her? 250 steals it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I saw 167. But then right after that, I saw 223. Remember, you're committing to that. Now I just saw 95 right there. But then right after that, I saw 88. But then just a hair after that, I saw 34 right there. But then right after that, I saw 126 again. Remember, every time you donate, you're committing to that, right? Fantastic. Oh, sorry, I just saw 95 again right there. So that's a, yeah, no, it's only 250 is the price. Bear with me. He's going right now, unless somebody else donates another $250 in 5, 4, 3, 2. Last bidder steals it. I saw 223 right there. But then right after that, I saw 243 again. You're going home with the dinner right now unless someone else donates $250 in 5, 4. I just saw 241 right there. Thank you for your $250 donation. He's going to dinner unless someone else donates $250 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I just saw 128. But then right after that, I saw 253. Thank you. You're my last donor now unless somebody else donates another $250 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I saw 126 again. But then right after that, I saw 241 again. Again, you got to be last. That's the way the game is played. He's going unless somebody else donates $250 in 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, 131. But then I saw 95 again. Okay, I'm really getting the look like we got to wrap this up. So here's what we're going to do. Right now, you are my last donor at $250. So if someone wants to steal it from them, $500. $500 is what it's going to take to steal it now. That's how the game is played. They're going, oh, number 143 for $500. Thank you. Remember, you're committing to that $500. I have to do this, otherwise we'll be here all night. You're committing to that $500 whether you win or not, but at some point, no one else is going to donate. You're the last donor, and you're going home with the dinner. The dinner's coming to you. They're in, unless somebody else donates $500 in 5, 500 steals it, 4, 3. 126 for $500 right there. He's taking it home unless somebody else donates another $500 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 125. Same table. I love it. That's how the game is played. Same table. His neighbor right there for $500. Thank you. All right. They're going home with the dinner unless somebody else donates another $500 in 5, 4. Thinking about it, it's a $2,000 value dinner for 8 at your house, 3-course, spectacular meal. It's got to be $500 to steal it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 6. I saw 1, 6. But then right after that, I saw 1, 3, 1. But then right after that, I saw my friend here 1, 2, 6 again. He's taking it home unless someone else pops up with another $500 in 5, 4, 3, 2. Is he going to get it? 1, 2, 8 from the same table. $500. She's taking it for another $500 unless somebody else pops up their card for $500 in 5, 4. Is she going to take it? 3, 2. It's got to be 5. Number 1, 6. But then right after that, I saw number 1, 2, 6 for another $500. Okay, we're running late. I got to close this out. He's going home with it. You've been such a great bidder, unless somebody wants to come in with another $1,000 donation. That's how the game works. He's taking it home unless somebody else comes in with a $1,000 donation in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 3, 1. Same table, man. Same table. That's harsh. I love it. That is great. That's great. She better invite you to the damn dinner. That's exactly right. She's taking it away for $1,000 unless somebody else comes in at $1,000 in 5, 4, 3, 2. Number 7, 8. New fire right here for $1,000. She's taking it for $1,000 unless someone else comes in at $1,000 in 5. $1,000 steals it. 4, 3. $1,000 steals it. 2, 1. Last one. 1, 2, 8 right there. She's back for $1,000. She's back. She's taking it for $1,000 unless someone else donates in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last call. You're taking it home right there. Thank you so much, number 128. Folks, give yourselves a huge round of applause. We've just made a fortune for English in Action, but more importantly, to help them fill their mission of teaching English to non-English speakers and making them become English speakers. So congratulations to all of you. What a wonderful event. Just one more quick announcement before I turn it back over right here, which is in your catalog right here. This is the most important part. In your catalog, you have the little pledge card here. If you could please just fill this out, it's really simple. Whatever donations you made in the Fund a Need, plus whatever donations you made in the last paddle battle game that we did. And by the way, I think we have volunteers at the table who are recording this and can help you figure out what your total last paddle battle donation was if you don't remember. So if you could just go ahead and fill this out, that'd be great. I think that's all of my announcements here. That is great. Yep, that's it. So please fill this out. You can drop it off with your table sponsor or turn it in the top. My name's Keith McLean, Callum Auctions. We'll see you next time, and I'll turn it back over to our board chair, Julie.
You're awesome, Keith. The Hotel California, you can check out any time you want, but you can never leave. No, we're going to let you leave. Thank you all so much. I'm very rarely speechless, but I'm a bit speechless right now. The true measure of a community's strength and greatness, according to Coretta Scott King, is the generous actions, the compassionate actions of its community members. This community is amazing, and you all are amazing, and we thank you so much. There's dessert, coffee, more food. Go be merry. Thank you so much for being here.